Hello, everyone. Thank you all for coming out tonight to do or to watch this movie. This is the second cinema series, like Chris said. I'm really excited to be back, and I appreciate BCAT having me be able to host. So, Help was the second feature film starring the Fab Four. Their first A Hard Day's Night was released the year prior, which was 1964, at the height of Beatlemania. Help grossed $12 million in the first year it was released. And both movies showcase the music of the albums, both of the same title, A Hard Day's Night and Help, and also featured the wit and repertoire that the group naturally had with one another. There's 5 things I wanted you to know about Help before we start the movie. The film was originally inspired by the Marx Brothers classic Duck Soup, which was a satirical film filled with physical comedy and fast-paced humor. Help also parodies the James Bond films, which were very popular at the time. The Beatles were comedically inspired by a group called the Goons, who had a radio program in the 1960s in England called The Goon Show. It was a breakthrough program that featured, who inspired the band to feature their signature comedy moves, which were breaking the fourth wall and talking to the audience, cheeky humor, and physical comedy. The original working title of Help was 8 Arms to Hold You. The book featured during the scene that you'll see tonight where John Lennon is in his room and he's reading a book is his own novel that had just come out that year. It was his second, and it was called Spaniard in the Works. It was published in 1965 after his debut book, Lennon in His Own Right. The film was made in what the Beatles described as a haze of marijuana, which was, I guess, a novel idea at the time, but a band all being high making music isn't that novel now. George Harrison was inspired the same year as Help to to incorporate the sounds of an Indian instrument called the sitar into the Beatles' music, which was first featured on the album Revolver, and also heavily featured in Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, which was a groundbreaking record that they released in, I believe it was 1967. He was introduced to the sound of the sitar while they were on tour in America by then Byrds member and later member of Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, David Crosby. Crosby pointed him to the classical musical stylings of the sitar master Ravi Shankar, who Harrison described as the first person who ever impressed me in my life, and he was the only person who wasn't trying to impress me. The first Beatles song, like I said, to feature it was Norwegian Wood. And from there, the floodgates opened. Many musicians started using Indian inspiration and sounds, which Shankar called the Great Sitar Explosion of 1966 and 1967. So that's a little bit of background on the Beatles and some of their influences. I hope you guys enjoy the movie tonight. It's fun, it's silly, it's a nice Friday night watch. Thank you.